Hey everybody, back working on the low budget build here. In the last episode, the battery was almost dead. It, if I plug in the phone while I'm recording, then the phone starts giving me warnings about charging the battery while running the camera causes the phone to overheat or it increases the temperature of the phone or something like this. So yeah, I mean, it's like, what good is a camera that's cordless, rechargeable, that lasts for 30 minutes maybe? So, but anyway, I don't know. Cell phones, I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. It's not that great a phone, and it's not a computer, and it won't run Skyrim or Total War. Okay, so anyway, while I was waiting for the phone to charge, I went ahead and fabbed up a depth pick guard. I cut this out on the table saw. It was like getting a square piece, and then I cut the angles with the coping saw and sanded it. And this is actually the old bridge block that I sanded down a little bit in order to get the right height. And full disclosure, in the last episode you saw me using the power planer in an unsafe manner while I was trying to plane this top piece here, and it tagged me. Yeah, cut my pinky a little bit. So don't be stupid like me. Use the super glue and masking tape trick to affix the stuff to a bench, and don't try holding it with your fingers, because it caught the piece and that ripped the piece out of my hand, and that caused my hand to, my finger to flick over just close enough to barely touch the blade for a second. And there you go. So live and learn. Or lose fingers and learn. So anyway, yeah, this is ready for the paint job now. Plus, the bridge block should be dry, and I can go ahead and sand it back. Okay, let's get some dye on this thing. Would help if I hold it in frame, wouldn't it? There we go. That's everything. Guess we'll do the bottom too, why not? Cool deal. Clean that up somewhere. Clean up all this mess, and then I'll go ahead and sand this puppy back and hit it with some red. Okay, got the bridge block sanded back here, and it's time to hit it with some red. There it is. Just wait for it to do its little magic thing, or you know it'll be raspberry breath purple. Okay, got the bar and the thumb screw sanded back. Just knocked it down with a bit of 240 gently, and I think the polishing compound I'll be able to take care of it from there. Once again, I'm not going for a glass level finish. I like a guitar with a little bit of texture to it. But as you can see, once I run the buffer over this stuff, it's all going to be shiny, shiny. And it's all smooth. It's just not all level. It's like encased in glass, shall we say. It's encased in acrylic, actually. Okay, so drop a polishing compound. That stuff. And just smear it around on the bars. And then kick this thing up high speed and fire for effect. I'm not going to bother filming it. Okay, this thing is dry and ready to be sanded back. On this thing, what I did was, after I was an idiot and cut myself using the plate arm properly, I taped a piece of 60 grit down on the desk, and then I ran this block back and forth over that in order to finish getting it down to precisely the correct width. This whole thing, when these two are together, I was measuring it on this side at front, middle, and back, and at this side, front, middle, and back. The whole thing, I got it all the way down to precisely 21 millimeters. I mean, I got it down so that everything was even to the 10th of a millimeter, and it's all precisely 21 millimeters as I recall, and it fits quite nicely. So, but anyway, yeah, so I got to sand this back, and this guy is done and ready for some clear coat. And it looks like we got a slightly more purple and a slightly more pink side. And I was thinking the purple side, even though I suppose the pink might match the body a bit better. I don't know, it's like, yeah, I think I'll try to keep it a purple guitar as opposed to a pink guitar. And if you like put the purple side out, or the more purple side out, it makes the whole thing look purpler. That kind of an idea. So, yeah. We'll call that the bottom. That's the one that has the large brown knotwood in it as well. So both sides look pretty good. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with this effect. Even if it is pink, it's still cool. Okay, that's all sanded back. Time to hit it with some red.
I knew I misjudged you. You love him. I'm not saying in what way. Maybe you don't even know yourself. But anyone paying attention can see it.
How do you live with it?
I direct myself into nightmares and there's no relief in waking up. But it's better not to give in to it. It takes 10 times longer to put yourself back together than it does to fall apart. Get this. Get this.
We took their best shot, didn't we? Yeah. Mother and sister okay? Yeah, they're fine. I I need you to do something for us. I need you to tell Panam that we've survived an attack by the Capitol with no casualties. And we remain fully operational. Okay? You should know something. We had 8 extra minutes of civilian evacuation.
That should do it.
This morning. I won't forget that.
Okay. Parts for the swing bar are all polished and then cleaned with Windex. And then I went ahead and put some wax on them. And yeah, I wasn't quite pleased with the sheen level from just the polishing. And so I hit it up with a bit of wax, and that made them look a little nicer. And so, yeah. There they are. All nice and shiny, ready to go. And this stuff should be dry again. Okay, bridge block just got its second coat of acrylic here. And depth pickguard's still drying. The dye is. Okay, got the swing bar screws cut to length. That's the pivot screw and that's the thumb screw. Okay, swing bar pivot screw hole, drilling it out to a drop through size. See how that looks. Oh, still not big enough? Oh, come on. It's a 3.5 screw and that's a 3.8 hole. Okay, fine. Be that way. Even bigger. That's more like it. And drilling this thing out to the shank size. Okay, now we need a bit of super glue on this thing just to help hold it. Kind of like that. Alright, that's the thumb screw.